Hey, Queens, how are you? How are you this evening? This wonderful, wonderful evening. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever noticed your hair tells you the truth? One day it's soft, and the other day it may be dry and brittle. It's almost like acting brand new, right? And when you think about it, those shifts usually line up with what's actually going on in your life. And so I say that because I can totally relate. What if your hair hasn't been acting up? What if it's really trying to tell you something? It's really trying to get your attention. So there was a season in my life, right, where my hair, I just could not figure out what was happening with my hair. One day it would be buttery soft, and then the next week it would be fragile, it would be vulnerable and dry and brittle. And I thought, I need to slow down so I can pay attention to what's actually going on with me, actually, because your hair reflects what's going on in your life. And so I really started paying attention. I realized that my hair was actually reflecting what was going on inside of me, what was going on in my lifestyle. And it reacts when I'm scattered, when I'm all over the place, then my hair is all over the place. I don't have the focus. When I'm calm, my hair softens. Isn't that something how that works? And when I'm taking care of my hair, that means I'm taking care of myself. So it reminded me that my hair journey is connected to my personal growth journey. Step by step, season by season, my hair reflects what I am going through. So let's get centered because I have some wonderful information I want to share with you this evening. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Good to have you on here with me this evening. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're on here. So glad. And so let's get centered. Let's take a deep breath. And let's slowly let it out. And I want you to repeat with me or after me the affirmation for this week. I love affirmations, ladies, because it affirms who I am becoming. It helps me think differently about things, about myself, and it really inspires me and it motivates me. So that's why I like to lead with affirmations, right? Because we're affirming who we are becoming and who we truly are, right? And so let's say together, my hair reflects my faith journey. My hair reflects my faith journey. And so this week, Queens, we are stepping into the beauty of medium porosity hair, the most balanced, the most versatile, and sometimes the most misunderstood type of sister locks. And when you understand your porosity, you stop fighting your hair and you start partnering with it. And so, medium porosity hair is the most balanced, but it still needs support, consistency, and the right touch. When you understand exactly how to layer the right products, your hair responds with softness, predictability, and flow. And flow. The Argan Gold Nourish and Repair Collection gives your crown the strength and moisture it needs without weighing it down. So I will be going into a deeper dive tonight, introducing you to the benefits of what the Argan Gold Nourish and Repair Collection is all about and why I highly recommend this collection for your medium porosity hair. And so once you find your rhythm, I love that word rhythm or habit, right? Or your schedule. It's all the same, but I really like the rhythm. It's like a well-oiled machine. You know, you just do it over and over and you get the benefits, right? Once you find your rhythm, queen, your crown becomes easier to manage, easier to hydrate, and easier to love. Oh my God, I'm going to get back to that point. Your hair really isn't complicated. It's just communicating with you what it needs. Now, I wanted to get back to easier to love. It was years before I actually loved my hair, right? I love my hair now. But before, I didn't know what to do for my hair. I couldn't figure it out. It's like, why is my hair not growing? I didn't feel like it was growing. It stayed short right at the shoulder length for a long time. And so now, because I cracked the code or God revealed to me how to have a hair date, right? What I call my me time with my hair consistently, I now get the benefits. I see the growth. I see the health of my scalp and my hair. My actual spirit has calmed down because I now have hair peace, right? And so your hair becomes easier to love when you actually love it, right? And that's what I am here to do, is to help you fall back in love with your own natural hair again, right? You know, when you were a little girl, you didn't have a care in the world and you loved your hair. You loved when your mother or grandmother or whoever was combing your hair, comb your hair. You felt pretty. You know, you put the barrettes and the ribbons in your hair, the bangs. You remember that? And you loved your hair. And as you got older, you start messing with your hair, start messing with your hair, start messing with your hair, right? Cutting it and perming it and just all kind of, it's a wonder that we all still have hair, all the things that we've done to our hair, right? But now, as you go through this journey, um, you will begin to fall in love with your hair again. And so I want to let you know by the end of tonight's lesson, you will be able to confidently use Argan Gold Collection and hydrate, seal, and protect your hair so that it will have a rhythm, so that your medium porosity sister locks can stay soft, flexible, and consistently moisturized without overthinking or overworking your crown, right? Have you seen some guys, right? Mostly guys, because guys don't style their hair mostly like we do. We are always in our hair, right? But some guys have some beautiful hair. Their texture is beautiful, is healthy because they're not messing with it all the time, right? And so that's what I want to share with you, that simple is best, right? And so let's get into it. Let's talk about the medium porosity sister locks, the most balanced, but still needs a rhythm. type of hair, right? Now, of course, you know that Sisterlocks is natural hair, right? It's your own natural hair. So those who have natural hair, natural loose hair, is also welcome to participate, right? If you have locks, braids, twists, if you have your own natural hair, this lesson, all of the lessons that I share are all applicable, applicable to your situation. So, medium porosity hair accepts moisture easily. It loses moisture faster than low porosity, but slower than high porosity. And so it loses that more than people realize. So it responds best to consistency, the big C word, consistency. And it thrives with lightweight nourishment. And so that's what the Argan products are nourishment, right? It's nourishment to your scalp first and then to your hair. So when you give medium porosity hair the right routine, it rewards you every single time. And so argan oil is the key ingredient for your medium porosity crown. And it loves argan oil because it's lightweight, it seals without heaviness, it adds shine and flexibility, it nourishes the cuticle, right? So like the cuticle, again, is like this right here on our fingers, right? Those are our cuticles and it protects our nail bed, right? It protects. So when you go get your nails, which I tell you, every blue moon, I'll go get my nails done, but I always tell them, do not cut my cuticle, because if those cuticles get infected, then you have, all kind of infection going on in your fingernail bed, right? So your cuticle is the thing that protects your follicles, right? And your hair strands. So your hair thrives with the argan products, right? It helps nourish the cuticle without buildup, without product buildup. Have you ever heard when people put 15 different products in their hair, they're layering and layering and really is smothering the hair? Your hair can only take so much product, right? And so this is why the Argan Gold collection is perfect for medium porosity hair. It hits that sweet spot, which is hydration without heaviness and moisture without overwhelm, right? And so the Hydrate, Seal, Protect Rhythm, the HSP, Hydrate, Seal, and Protect, HSP, right? That method is awesome. That is what really helps your hair to thrive. So the Hydrate is using a light moisture or mist spray, which is our argan mist, right? Our argan mist. And then I tell you, I can't wait to introduce you to the alternate collection, right? Which is rose spray, right? The rose water. That's also equivalent to the argan and is excellent for your medium porosity hair. I'm going to stay with tonight with the argan, but next week I'm going to go into a deep dive and I'm going to formally introduce the Rose Petals Serenity Collection. So that is your alternate, right? You have options with your medium porosity hair. And then we want to seal the hair, seal that moisture in with your argan oil, right? This is your argan. The base of this argan oil is argan oil, and it has almond in it and palmarosa essential oils. I don't use anything artificial I love essential oils because it's the essence of the flower or the plant, right? And so that's why I use essential oils along with the oils that I use. And so argan oil, I love it because I sometimes if I just want to just want to spruce it up and have it look more radiant, I will put a little bit of this argan oil in my hand and I'll rub it in my scalp and on my hair, and it just is brilliant after that, right? And it's not greasy. And so this argan oil locks in the moisture, which creates softness to your sister locks. And then you want to protect your hair. So that's where the conditioner comes in, right? Now, the conditioner, all the conditioners in the collection are rinse out or leave in. And I usually leave it in. In fact, I slather it on like this is a braid out that I have, right? This is a braid out. So I usually spray my hair with the spray, right? This is in between. This is in between me using my Stella the steamer, right? So this is, during the week in between washings. And so I will spray my hair and then um, um, I will saturate it or I will slather on the conditioner and then I will seal in that moisture with my oil. And then I will braid my hair, let it completely dry. And because I don't use any other heat other than hot heat or wet heat with my Stella the steamer, it takes me maybe a day and 2 days for it to truly get completely dry. And then this is how I get those waves and those curls, right? And so you want to hydrate, seal, and protect. Again, hydrate, seal, and protect, right? Those are your three: hydrate, seal, and protect. And of course, you're going to cleanse your hair first with the Argan Oil Moisturizing Shampoo. And this shampoo is a clarifying shampoo and it's a moisturizing shampoo. It will not strip your hair. We have a nice dose of the argan oil in the shampoo. So you're just layering on protection, right? So that your hair can thrive. And so we want to hydrate, seal, and protect. So your hair needs a rhythm, not randomness, right? When you bring rhythm to your crown, you get the results, right? You got to put that work in. You got to do your part. And then God and your hair will do the rest. So, Queen, in the chat area, let me know how you would change your hair if you had one rhythm, or let me know how you would. Let me see. How would your hair change, right? How would your hair change if you had just one rhythm that finally made your medium porosity hair predictable or manageable? All you need to do is one thing, right? So a lot of times we overwhelm ourselves by thinking we have to do 10 steps. And all we need to do is one thing first, master that one thing, and then move on to the next, right? So if you want to really start your hydration therapy, then I would highly recommend to start using your steamer. And if you don't have a steamer, I offer a steamer on my website, right? And so I would definitely highly recommend you starting your hydration journey with a steamer first, right? Because that's the hydration, and then spraying and putting on the conditioner. Those are the items, the tools that you use to moisturize, keep the moisture in your hair, right? And so in the chat, let me know how would your hair change if you just committed to one rhythm every week, right? One rhythm every week. All right. So now, how I normally do is I would take my spray and I lift my hair and spray my scalp. I focus on my scalp first, right? So you would spray your hair and lift your hair and spray your scalp with your argan spray. That will soothe your scalp first of all, and the moisture will start trickling down your hair, right? And moisturize and re-moisturize your hair. And so you want to use this mist when you mist it, right? And I love these spray bottles because it is just a mist, right? It's not like it just soaks your hair. So you mist your scalp and your hair first, and with the lightweight mist, and then without soaking it, right? And then you take enough conditioner, right? And this conditioner is really creamy and soft, and it really conditions your scalp, right? So let me put a little bit here. Now it goes on white, but soon it clears up. Now I don't know why. Well, I don't hardly have dark hair. Most of my hair is gray. But you can see that I put that conditioner on my hair, and oh, it smells so good, y'all. And my hair is softening up as we speak, right? And so you can leave this condition. You just put a little, you kind of section your hair off, right? And you slather on this conditioner, and it just softens your hair. It adds that moisture that your hair really thrives in, right? Your hair is no longer crunchy. And so you do that, add a small amount, just enough to soften your hair, which helps to support your hair because, and I like to use this band as an example, right? I say that our hair looks a lot like this band, right? We want our hair to be um, flexible, right? And in order for your hair to be flexible like this, we have to keep it moisturized and hydrated. So when you condition your hair, when you moisturize your hair, when you hydrate your hair, then your hair will thrive. It will remain flexible. It will reduce breakage and brittleness, right? And so then you want to take a little bit of your oil, right? You can take a little bit of your oil and you can warm it up in your hand, right? You see how lightweight is not heavy, right? It's not heavy. It smells good and it just goes on your hair. It doesn't it's not greasy. It really just nourishes your hair. It don't just sit on top of your hair. It actually penetrates deep into your hair shaft. And even with that little bit that I put on, you see how my hair just kind of now it's popping, right? It's popping now. And so, and it's lightweight, and oh my goodness, it smells heavenly. It smells really, really good. So you want to make sure also that you pay attention to your ends, right? Because your ends is the oldest part of your hair, right? And you want to make sure that your ends stay moisturized and hydrated so that you won't experience your hair just really shedding from the ends, right? And so, um, now I want to ask you another question, and I'm going to read you guys's what you have to say in the chat. Now the chat, Carolyn is the only. Oh, hey Stephanie, how are you, lady? Stephanie and Carolyn are members of our Queen's Circle in the Beautiful Locks Club, and I have it set to members or subscribers in the chat, right? If you are a subscriber, you can get in the chat and engage with us. Now, if you're not a member, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, and then you can participate and we can chat with you. We can connect with you. As you can tell, I love it when you join me, right? And so become a subscriber, get in the chat, answer some of the questions, and even consider joining us in our queendom, right? Okay, so I want to ask you, what part of the HSP, do you all remember what HSP stand for? Ladies in the chat, do you remember what HSP stand for? Right? So what part of the HSP rhythm feels the most doable to you, right? For a week's rhythm. And if every week is too much for you, then every other week may work out better for you. People, we're busy, right? And so we have to be intentional about what we do with our schedule so that we can fit in what we need to fit in so our hair can benefit, so we can start loving our hair again, right? And so what part of the HSP rhythm feels the most doable for you this week? Is it hydrating your hair? Again, hydrating is using your steamer. This is the ultimate hydrator, right? It's like you're giving your hair a big old gulp of moisture, right? A big old cup of water, right? And your hair just drinks it in, and your hair will begin to hydrate. A lot of us are walking around here with dehydrated hair, which is what causes brittleness and breakage and dullness, right? When we hydrate our hair, when we hydrate our hair, it is happy hair. It shows in the beauty of our hair. I told you we were going to talk about the beauty of medium porosity hair. So we want to use natural solutions for healthy scalp and beautiful hair, right? That's what we're doing here. And so, is it hydrating? Is it sealing in the moisture? Or is it protecting your hair? Which one of these are doable for you this week? In the comment, let me know. Right? Okay, let me see what we have in the comments. All right. Let's see. Okay, Carolyn says, I hydrate every 2 weeks. My hair doesn't like every week. Okay. All right. Now let me know, Carolyn, in the chat, why don't your hair likes every week? Okay, let me know why your hair doesn't, and how did you come up? How did you learn that your hair thrives better every 2 weeks than every week? Let me know that in the chat. Okay. And so now I want to summarize what I've talked about already on the board. You guys know how, and then I'm going to go into more detail about the Argan collection. Okay. So I'm going to bring my board up. You all know I like to write on my board so that you can know exactly what we talked about, right? So let's summarize what we learned today. So today we learned that medium porosity is the most balanced porosity in the porosity family, right? So medium porosity is the most balanced. Medium porosity is the most balanced porosity because it's not dry or it's not too moist. It has a wonderful pH balance, right? And so you can do more with your hair. However, it thrives on consistency and a rhythm, right? So Argan supports moisture balance. So the Argan products supports your moisture balance. Argan collection is a support to your medium porosity hair, right? And then the HSP keeps the hair soft and consistent. Now, do anyone remember? I don't see in the chat. Do any one of you all remember what HSP stand for? So HSP, okay, I don't see it yet, so I'll just go ahead and reveal it. HSP is hydrate, seal, the S is for seal, and then protect, right? So you hydrate, you seal, and protect. Ooh, let me move this microphone. Okay, now there you go. Okay, so the HSP keeps your hair soft and consistent, right? So it keeps it soft and consistent, right? Meaning manageable, right? That's what the HSP will do, right? And then your hair journey is connected. In the beginning, remember I said the hair journey is connected to your personal journey. So let me back this up a little bit so you can see. So your hair journey reflects your personal journey, what's going on in your life. So if hair journey reflects what's going on in your personal life, right? And so your hair reflects. So for instance, if you're stressed, like for me personally, when I'm more stressed, my scalp itches more. It's like dry. And it's like I just reach up and I just scratch unconsciously, right? But it's because my nerves are on the edge. I'm stressed out. Have you noticed that? When you're stressed, your hair reflects that, right? And sometimes you feel like you don't even have time. I'm trying to move this microphone so you guys can see that. And sometimes it feels like I just don't have time. Let me see. Just don't have time for my hair, right? Because I'm stressed. And so small starts or small steps create big crown results, right? So you don't have to try and get it perfect, right? Small steps equals big results, right? Just start doing it, right? Just start doing it. Your crown isn't complicated. It's really not, right? I know. Oh, let me leave this here so you guys, in case you're taking notes, right? I know that it seems like it just takes so much for you. It's like you can't really even see yourself doing it, right? But you have to start. I mean, everybody have a ground zero. Everybody has a ground zero. And so your hair you just need to meet your hair where it is. That's what I figured out, is that my hair was short for a long time, and I just kept praying, and I just had to figure out through prayer, what am I not doing correctly? And so when the light bulb came on, I was off and running, y'all. And this journey has been an awesome journey. And so now I want to do a deep dive into the beauty and the benefits of the Argan collection, right? Which is right here, the Argan collection. And so if your crown has been craving balance, queens, shine, softness without that heavy feeling. Y'all remember how we used to grease our scalp? I used to use Dixie Peach or that Ultra Sheen grease. Remember that? And oh my God, I mean, my grandmother, I used to love sitting in between her legs, and she would take them big old hands, them big fingers, and she would part my hair real, deep, and she would take a big old dollop of that grease and she would lay it on that scalp and just she would grease my scalp. And oh my goodness, when I wake up the next morning, my pillowcase was just full of grease, right? Do y'all remember? Did you all have that experience? In the chat, let me know whether you had that experience or not. And so, Argan, the Argan Gold Nourish and Repair collection is your new best friend because it's super light, right? Everything is super light. It's not heavy to your hair. It's not messy at all, right? And so, because the key ingredient is argan oil, it's known for lightweight moisture, right? It strengthens the hair shaft and it enhances the shine and it reduces the frizz. Oh my goodness. Now, you know, some people just have that frizzy hair, but I'm telling you, when you start layering on this argan product, first you shampoo, right? With the shampoo, right? Then you condition your hair and then you squeeze a little bit of this oil in your hair to seal in that moisture. After you hydrate your hair with your steamer. Now, my steamer is called Stella. What's your steamer name? Have you named your steamer yet? Stephanie and Carolyn. Oh, we have a new person. Hey, Jaquima. I think that's Jaquima. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. She says, greetings, everyone. Just joined in, and I'm watching from cold Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey, I took the porosity test last week and just received my first order of the lavender collection Monday. So that lets me know that you have high porosity, right? High porosity. Okay. Oh, Carolyn asked, what is my porosity? My porosity is low porosity. I have that tightly textured hair, right? I have that tight. So that's one main reason why my hair used to grow so slow, because I didn't know anything about moisturizing and hydrating. And so tight textured hair will it just don't open up well, right? And so when I discovered the steaming therapy, I call it steaming therapy. Oh my, that's when my hair really started thriving, because it opened up the cuticles and it softened my follicles, right? And then my hair just started emerging and started growing and hydrating. It was awesome. And if you all go back maybe 5 years ago, that's when I really started my journey. And I was so excited about what I had discovered that I used to give steaming challenges, right? We used to steam for like 18 weeks straight. I would challenge myself, right? I was going to do it anyway. And so I invited my community to join in with me to be consistent in steaming your hair for like every week. And we went for like 18 weeks. And that's when everything just turned around for me. And I've been doing it ever since. And I am going to get back to the steaming challenges, right? I know Carolyn came to one of my steaming challenges, right, Carolyn? Or when I was on the other platform. And even before I got on that platform, I used to have the Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge. And I want to go back to that. How many of y'all would be open to joining us on our Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge, right? And so yeah, my hair is low porosity, right? And so let's see what you say. Yes, so your hair is high porosity. Yes. Lavender collection is awesome for high porosity. In fact, after we complete the medium porosity, no, we did low porosity first, right? And now we're in the medium porosity. And next, we're going to talk about the high porosity. We're going to give all the time and attention to the benefit, the beauty of having high porosity hair and how to manage that hair well, right? So we're going to be featuring our lavender collection. That's in the next couple of weeks, right? I think we'll be starting that the new year. right? So anyway, oh, you say you don't have a steamer, Stephanie? Well, girl, you got to get one. You got to get one. I haven't named my steamer. Okay. Well, I want to challenge you, Carolyn, to name your steamer. Give her a name, honey. Give her a name. My hair also like the steamer. Yes, your hair is absolutely gorgeous. And y'all heard me talk about Carolyn 1,000 times, but it bears repeating because we have some new people on here, right? When I first met Carolyn, she was part of my Facebook group, and she was looking for help. Her hair was short, right? And it was dry and brittle. And she said that she wanted to start steaming and taking better care of her hair. She came in, she bought everything. She got a steamer, she got all the products and everything, right? And she said, start following the directions, following the ritual that I was teaching. And she came to my Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge. And I'm telling you, her hair is gorgeous, it's hydrated, it's really healthy now, right? And so, Carolyn, in the chat, can you just tell us a little bit of how the steaming therapy has turned your hair health around since using it? And I think what has it been, about 3 or 4 years now that you've been steaming your hair? So in the chat, share with us what your experience has been since you've been on your hair steaming therapy challenge or journey, right? Okay, can the porosity of your hair change if you color? Oh yeah, it can change. Now I'm not an expert in coloring and all that. So yes, whenever you chemically alter your hair, your porosity will change, right? Because it has to change the molecular structure to receive that color. And honestly, it weakens your hair over time, right? And especially it depends on the color that you use, the method that you use. If you love that blonde hair, right? That coloring, the process, the chemicals breaks down your protein structure, and in order for it to receive that color, and it weakens your hair. And so yes, your porosity will be compromised. And but that's something that you can work out, you can test out. I would test everything out first and make sure that you hydrate. When you color your hair, you especially need to hydrate your hair, right? Let me move this out a little bit. You especially need to hydrate your hair and keep it moisturized, right? Because it will I'm telling you, I had one client when I was actually doing hair. She just loved that blonde. She loved the blonde, and she paid the price because sometimes her hair would just come off, right? Because it was over processed, and the chemicals that are used to get that high level of color really damages your hair strands. And so yes, to answer your question, yes, it does change your porosity and the strength of your hair. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Carolyn, you said you had just gotten your Sisterlocks, and it will be 4 years in March. Wow. Yes, 4 years in March. Awesome. Awesome. Yep, that's about the time. That's about the time when I was really pushing it. I tell you, I said, y'all, I found the answer. And I was telling it on the mountain. So so anyway, so that is what the Argan collection will do. It will help to reduce frizz, right? And it will help to improve the flexibility of your hair. And we want our hair to be moisturized and hydrated enough, right? So that our hair can be flexible, and that will help to reduce the vulnerability, and the potential for breakage, right? And so that's what this set will do for you when you layer it on, right? When you cleanse it first, condition it, seal it, protect it, etc., etc. And helping your hair, the collection will help your hair to stay hydrated longer, right? Especially when you slather on the conditioner. When you slather on that conditioner and then you seal it with the argan oil. And one key, oh my God, this is a pro tip, y'all. Make sure that you tie your hair up or wear a satin or silk bonnet. And when I say tie it up, I mean protect it, right? And so when you purchase, okay, so for instance, let me tell you, okay, let me just tell you what you really need. If you really, really want to be serious about gaining the hair beauty that you dream of, why not tell you everything that you need? So I have on my website the bundle, right? It's the complete system, which includes the steamer, and you get all of the products. Plus, you get your satin sleep cap and your satin pillowcase and other hair accessories that are necessary to hold in and protect your moisture, right? And so when you why do all this and not protect it, right? So you're going to need a satin or a silk bonnet or a satin or silk scarf, right? To protect that moisture that you add to your hair. And um, the pro tip is to make sure that you protect your hair with a satin or silk bonnet and a satin or silk pillowcase. So in case the bonnet or scarf comes off, you will still have that protection. And you get that in your kit, in your system that comes with the steamer, right? It's a system, it's a complete system. And so that is also on my website. Now, the medium porosity hair responds beautifully to argan because it supports the hair without overwhelming it, right? You're not smothering it, right? I'm telling you, less is more. You don't need more than this. You really, really don't. There are some people that have 15 different products that they put on their hair. They put this serum and this gel and this. Oh my God, it's just so much, and it smothers your hair. You still need the nourishment, but your hair still needs to breathe as well, right? And so for my members of the Queendom, for all the products tonight only, from tonight until tomorrow at 11:59, Queens, you get 15% off of every product in the store. And your code is in the Queen's Circle, right? So I uploaded it, and it should be there certainly after this live. You should see the code that my Queen Circle members get for them to have 15% off of all the products tonight. And it ends on tomorrow night at 11:59, Queens, right? Okay. Now, if you're already a lock sister, use the member code that I just talked about inside the Queen Circle. It's on a post, right? I'm created a post, and the post has the code in there. So look for that post, right? And if you're not yet inside the Queen's Circle, what are you waiting for, Queen? Right? This is your moment to join us, right? I just have a couple more things to do to complete the transition from another platform onto this new platform on YouTube. And it just makes sense. Everybody is already here, right? So I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity to connect right here where everyone is. So our membership is right here on the YouTube platform, right? And so all the links are, for what I just talked about, all the to join the membership, the porosity quiz, and to all the products on the beautiful hair product store are in the description underneath this video. Okay. So now I would love to do to present a member appreciation shout out, right? So I want to, and I love my queens, right? And I'm telling you, this is the time to get on, to get in at the ground level, because I'm telling you, come 2026, I tell you, we're gonna have it all together and it's gonna be rocking then, right? But this is the time now to get in the circle, ladies, get in the circle. But anyway, one of the queens that I would love to recognize tonight. She is one of our Shining Pearl members, and she is our first Pearl member, and that is none other than Carolyn Shepherd. Yay, Carolyn. I tell you, Carolyn shows up. She engages, as you can see right here in the chat, and she shares. She supports other lock sisters by just sharing, right? Just sharing and participating. She makes the circle warmer just for being there, Carolyn. And when you participate, you grow, right? And you help other queens in this space to grow also. So thank you, Carolyn Shepherd. I'm telling you, she is faithful. That encourages me, Carolyn. It encourages me when I see your name show up, when I see you participating. And it's really a beautiful example of what sisterhood is all about. I really, really appreciate you. I honor you and I respect you. Thank you for being part of our queendom, Queen. Oh, you're welcome, Carolyn. You deserve it. So, Queens, your hair journey is really your healing journey. Your journey is personal and it's unique, and every step teaches you something new about who you are becoming. And so take your time, Queen. Trust the process. You all heard this a million times. Just trust the process, right? And give your crown the consistency it deserves, the rhythm it deserves. And hydration is how your crown returns to life. Right? So if you have not taken the porosity quiz yet, Queen, I want to encourage you. This is going to be your next step, because once you know your porosity, you can stop guessing. You can save time, headache, heartache, right? And you can finally nurture your crown. Remember, your hair is your crown, right? It's our glory. You can finally start nurturing your crown correctly. So take the quiz tonight. Take the quiz tonight if you have not, right? And like I said, all the links to the quiz, to the store, beautifulhairproductstore.com, and to join the queendom, the Queen Circle, is in the description right under this video. And so if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, I want to encourage you to become a subscriber, right? of the Beautiful Hair Products channel. And if you found value in what we've talked about tonight, I want you to give me a thumbs up. That means you like it. Make a comment, even if it's just to say, I enjoyed it, or I learned something, or, I can relate, right? Do that. And then if you have a sister, a friend, an auntie, a grandmother, someone that also has natural hair, whether it's sister locks, locks, traditional locks, braids, twists, loose natural hair, share the video with them because it applies to those who wear natural hair, right? And so share that with them. And so, Queen, you do not have to walk your journey, your hair journey alone, right? We are building a sanctuary for those who wear sister locks, yes. But I want to just let you know that you're all welcome who thrives on wearing their own natural hair, right? And you will experience private lives, like live, right? I have gone live a couple of times in the Queen Circle, and Carolyn has been there, right? We converse back and forth. She will, chat with me back and forth. She gets to ask her questions. We get to chat. She gave me some great ideas on what we're going to start covering, right? And so, Carolyn, I hear you. I see you. And we're going to be inserting those wonderful ideas into our upcoming lessons soon, right? And so you will get guidance, you will get replays, you will get private videos that are not seen on the public channel, right? It's for members only. And most importantly, you begin to build a sisterhood, right? So I want to encourage you to join our sisterhood, our Queen's Circle, right? And I want to ask you a question though. So if you're going to spend all this money on this hairstyle, wouldn't it make sense to have a area, to have a sanctuary, a place where you can be seen and supported and guided to the very best sister locks that you can have? That's what we're building in our Queen Circle at the Beautiful Locks Club, right? And so we want to celebrate you. We want to support you. We want to encourage you, to build you, your self-confidence from the inside out, right? Sometimes the affirmation, everything I do, ladies, is intentional, right? So the affirmations is to affirm you, affirm who you are and who you are becoming, right? And even to change your mindset, right? Sometimes we just need to think about things a little differently. And the affirmations are there to help to move your soul, right? To move your soul. So everything is intentional here, ladies. And so wouldn't you agree that you deserve a special, sacred place where you can feel supported and celebrated, right? Confidence grows in community. Even the most independent, boss up lady needs community, thrives in community, right? And so because when your spirit grows, your hair grows. Right? All right. So we talked a lot about the beauty of medium porosity. So next week, Queens, we're going to continue exploring medium porosity mastery by learning how to build a weekly ritual, habit, right? Rhythm that keeps your crown hydrated longer. We're just going to keep building and building. Repetition is the mother of learning, right? Even the busiest season of your life will benefit from what you're going to be learning next week as we talk more about the Argan collection. You're going to really love what's coming next week, right? And so, ladies, we have come to the end of our time together, but I want to keep it open a little bit in case you have some questions or you want to make a comment. And let's see, Jaquima, I think that's how you pronounce your name. She says, I was getting my apologies sent in error. Okay. May I ask a question about the oil that came with my lavender collection? Please do. Yes, your lavender collection came with your lavender castor oil, right? And that castor oil is everything. It's everything, Jaquima. So, what is the question that you would have for me? What is the question that you would want to ask me about your lavender castor oil? Lavender castor oil is awesome. It's our heaviest oil, and it's a wonderful oil. So, ask me the question. Let me show you. Let me go get it right quick so you can see. Um, Here it is, right here. This is it right here, right? Our lavender castor oil. And it smells so good, right? It's our heaviest oil. And so ask your question, Jaquima. Anyone else have any questions? So in the chat, also let me know where you are watching me from. Like I'm in Mississippi, right? I think Stephanie says she's in Milwaukee. And let's see. I think Carolyn, you're still in California, right? Okay, so Jaquima said, should the oil be thick in consistency and tacky? You just answered. Yes. Yes, this oil is our thickest oil. And so this oil, you don't just, you know, put it on your head like I showed you the argan oil, right? This oil is you use this. So for instance, before I created the avocado oil, this is another oil that's awesome. I use this lavender castor oil. This oil is perfect for your edges, right? So you really don't have to use gel in your hair. This oil is very thick and you just put just a little around your edges and you can smooth. You don't even have to brush your hair or anything. You just smooth that oil in and it nourishes your follicles. And so you only use a little bit of it. Now, the another way you can use the oil is section your hair off and just put just a little line of that oil in between your scalp, right? And massage it in good. Yes, it should be thick. Yes, it should be thick. This is our thickest oil, right? And so this oil will last you a while, right? So with that oil, because your hair is a high porosity, um this oil is really a great sealant. So when, for instance, when you shampoo your hair and condition it and you get ready to sit under the steamer, I would put this oil on after you steamed your hair, right? To seal in that moisture. And you literally just use a little bit and you rub it in your hand to warm it up, right? Warm it in your hand to warm it up. And then you just kind of bathe your hair in it, making sure you get the ends really good. And then you can style it the way you want to, or you can roll it up, braid it, right? And when you take it down, oh my God, it's going to be radiant, right? Did I answer your question, Jaquima? Okay, so Stephanie, you're in Michigan. I used to live in Michigan. I used to live in Barron Springs, Michigan, right? Right off of Lake Erie, or is it Erie? Erie. And yes, Carolyn is in Northern California. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, ladies. So Jaquima, did I answer your question? I guess you want to know how to use that thick oil. And that thick oil is awesome for your high porosity hair. It really seals in. My name is actually Jacqueline. Okay, yeah, Jacqueline. And I go by Gigi. Yes, you did. All right, Gigi. All right. Yeah. So I'm glad. So is it going to be so you said I answered the question, right? And I'm glad that I did. Gigi, why don't you join us in the Queen Circle? Why don't you become a member in the Queen Circle? I would love to connect with you there. Um, and you can learn so much more because I have a lot of things planned for us. Just consider it. I just wanted to drop that seed in your mind, right? Okay, ladies, listen. This has been a wonderful, wonderful evening for me. I always enjoy connecting with you ladies, right? I always enjoy connecting with you. And so until next time, you all keep nourishing your sister locks one drop at a time. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a happy Merry Christmas. If I don't see you, I will see you. I will be on here. But I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just hate to leave you. But until next time, nourish your sister locks one drop at a time. Peace.